Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for another uh recording. Well, this is going to be for another premiere video, I should say, because I'm recording this at getting close to 11:30 at night. But this is for Simple Plan's final album for the Marathon Studio album reviews I've been reviewing for the past week or so. So they don't have a big discography, but yeah. Um, this is for Simple Plan's last album they made for Taking One for the Team that I'm going to be reviewing for this 46-minute album. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, honestly, uh, what did I think of this album overall? It's a little disappointing, honestly. Boom is not my personal favorite song. I just wasn't feeling for how it was sounding, and Pierre was sounding. This was. I was getting like no pads, no helmets, just balls vibes from this album, and it kind of disappointed me how the songs were not executing very well. Um, Boom was one of the weakest songs. I just I was trying to like it, but at the same time, part of me was like, this is a horrible song, honestly, the way it's being over and overused and all that with how he's saying boom. So I'd give that a 2.5 out of 5. It's disappointing. Opinion Overload was decent at best. Nothing great, but Pierre's coming up with lyrics where he's saying things about, oh, if you have an opinion, you can GFY, uh, which means go fuck yourself kind of thing. But, uh, I don't know. It's just one of those songs I just wasn't sure if I was feeling for. But 4 out of 5 for me. Kiss Me Like Nobody's Watching was an average song, nothing great. Farewell was not too bad. I quite enjoyed that a little bit. Um, Yeah, so 4.5 out of 5 for Farewell. It features Jordan Pundik, uh, which is not Pundike or however you pronounce his name. It didn't do so bad, so yeah, that's not a bad song. Singing in the Rain featuring Our City was okay. I didn't like the way it was sounding. It just felt very cheesy, honestly. And Everything Sucks was average. I just wasn't feeling for how it was sounding as well. Um, I Refuse was a decent song. I do like the fast drum work in that song. It's pretty good. But Pierre's singing in it kind of brings the song down to a lower standard, for me at least. But keep in mind, this is just my opinion on what I think of this album. You don't have to agree with me on it. It's just how I'm feeling when I'm listening to this album. I Don't Want to Go to Bed featuring Nelly was not a good song. It was disappointing. And I Don't Want to Be Sad was disappointing too. Perfectly Perfect was not bad. It was average at best. It was just an average song. Sounded really nice with the acoustic guitar. And Nostalgic was decent. So 4 out of 5 I gave that one. I just wasn't sure if I was really liking this album, and it was a very disappointing album. Uh, One of their very weakest, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest. I Don't Want to Be Sad, like I said, did not like that song. I like the message behind Perfectly Perfect, like I said, like I was trying to say before, but I didn't get to go into much explanation about what I really thought of the song. And the song was really nice, and about finding someone you love and never letting them go, kind of thing. So, yeah, it's pretty upbeat, positive lyrics and all that. So, pretty nice song. P.S. I Hate You was, it was average. And the last two tracks, Problem Child, just okay track, nothing special. And finally, I Dream About You featuring Juliet Sims was an average song. It has a weird outro. I wouldn't say a weird outro, it just has an outro where it shows where you're listening to a audience speaker or whatever, like someone in the booth speaker or whatever, uh, making announcements about who's gonna win the game and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, this is a weird finish to the song. But overall, this album sucked, honestly. I was just disappointed with this album. It's not that it really sucked, it's just it was disappointing. And yeah, it was a flop. It was one of their weakest. This is probably the most hated album I really hate. And I don't think I see myself returning to this album and giving it another chance. Because keep in mind, I'm just expressing my opinion on what I really think of it. If you guys like it, that's great. I found some songs to be fine. Boom uh was not good. It was really disappointing. The way it was sounding, boom 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 boom. The way they were singing that part in the song, it just no, it's not for me. That song was horrible. Um so yeah. First score, I'm gonna give Taking One for the Team by Simple Plan a 5.5 out of 10. It wasn't good. It's a shame because I didn't want to end things with Simple Plan's discography on a bad note, but keep in mind I'm just expressing my honest opinion. But if you guys like this album, like I said, that's great. More power to you. But I just personally don't like this album and the way it's sounding. If you can understand where I'm coming from my perspective. But anyways, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Simple Plan album, Taking One for the Team, if you've heard it. And if you like this final Marathon Studio album review I did for you guys tonight for Simple Plan's discography to be completely finished, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I hope the next album is much better. Which the next album will be with the song The Antidote. And I'm going to be reviewing that if it does come out next year. I gotta wait and see when its release date is going to be out for Simple Plan's, I think, 5th or 6th album. I think it's their 6th album, if I'm being honest. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this album review for Simple Plan, Taking One for the Team. I did the best I could to make this review as good as possible. I'll have more videos out for you guys tomorrow. I think, well, it's probably not going to be more videos because I might be taking a break tomorrow from videos. I haven't decided what, but I think Korn is actually going to be dropping a new song on Thursday. So that's pretty interesting. So I'll definitely tune in for that and see what they're announcing on Thursday, November 11th. But anyways, stay safe, take care. I hope you enjoyed this Simple Plan, Taking One for the Team album review. And as always, I'll see you in my next review.